kan ada.
Okey, dah.
Okey. Lepas tu tekan also. Tengok ada you. Nak tengok.
Okey. Tak payahlah.
Hello. Doktor hai. Air. Nah. Ada video. Ada video.
Assalamualaikum. Morning.
Waalaikumsalam. Morning, Doktor.
Salam Doctor, morning.
So, basically today shouldn't be any class lah, tapi yang minta kan. So, requesting for me to brief up what is the expectation of the final report. I have checked group 1, group 9, group 3 and browse through group 4 brief report. I can see most of you, I thought based on these 4 groups, the infra work is almost there lah. But not the structural drawings and all that. Having said that, maybe if you all don't mind, I just open up this group lah yang I dah go through, and I will share my comments so that we all can learn from other group lah. If you all agree with that, then we will proceed in that direction. Or you just want to throw out your questions and we just discuss from what we have done. Which one you prefer to do?
Based on the report code, and then we will throw questions if we have any inquiries.
Right. If everyone agree, then maybe we go on that line, yeah. So before we proceed to that, let's see what I've given you earlier this semester, where we said that in the brief project, a brief report, I'm expecting development concept, restriction and requirement, and location and land area, project title, client, consultant, contractors and all this, and then the overall project cost estimation here, okay, and then the proposed sustainability features before, during and after construction, and then the drawing. So from this, many still lacking in terms of FI report, basically what I can say. And then the sustainability features, mostly you just throw out your ideas without relating it to your project. What I mean is, if you are talking about solar road lights, okay, then it should be, or solar street lights, then it should be shown in your architecture drawing where you think you want to locate them. If you are talking about rain harvesting, so where you think you want to place the rain harvesting systems. So that kind of thing are lacking from these few groups that I have checked. Other than that, the architecture plan, most of you are submitting the 3D. So, and layout, yeah, the architecture plan layout probably need to be more, you need to improve that lah. Yeah, give more details in the architecture layout. What I meant is if you are talking about all the sustainability aspect, it should be there in your architecture layout. And then for the buildings, I'm not expecting you to do the cut sections or the left, right, front, rear drawings. So all that. No, I don't expect that. But for the one that you want to do the structural drawing, yes, you have to provide lah. Yang tu. Okay, so that is the general comment from the brief report. After this, we'll see maybe one example. And this is what I've given you. What do I expect? What do you should provide in the final report? So based on comment on this brief report, you need to improve the descriptions of the project. And then the cut and fill, I think you have done that. EIA and TIA where it's possible. And then road and drainage. Also, some groups have done details, some are not. And then the structure and foundation design and detail drawings. Okay, that is the one are lacking, together with the construction project management, the scheduling, the finance, and then the BQ. So and there's the full cost lah. So these three are lacking for at this stage from my brief checking on the brief report. So I think this is. Do you have any questions from this one?
Regarding untuk report dengan TIA ni, doktor nak yang macam mana maksudnya briefly ke macam mana? So macam tak dapat the view of the report tu ke apa?
You tak pernah buat ni?
Tak pernah.
Pernah doktor.
Oh,
okay. Kalau you tak pernah buat, probably or have you seen this before?
tak pernah.
Tak pernah nampak.
Right.
Saya pernah.
Okay, sepatutnya you dapat information ini dalam kelas traffic dan environment lah. I do expect that lah sebenarnya. Mungkin you tak boleh, you tak mampu nak buat the whole report, tapi content tu apa okay, kalau yang pernah tengok tu mungkin dia ada some idea apa content yang perlu ada dalam traffic impact assessment. So kalau possible untuk you dapatkan data tu, then you boleh add lah. Kalau tak ada, then tapi kalau project yang contohnya macam airport, you definitely need to do this and this. So since you don't have that, then in your summary or in your conclusion of the report, you need to highlight lah what are the things that need to be in. If this is a real project, you have to have all this, but due to this limitation that you realize you can provide. So I do expect that kind of summary at the end of this report. Basically, you review back what you have done and you realize what you need but you don't have, and what you are assuming, and you explain it should be in real, how do you where or how you should get that particular items lah maksudnya. So that is the summary yang I expect from this final report lah. So it doesn't matter if you cannot find it, then you should highlight. But if you can, then you provide whatever you can lah for these two things. Because of course this is not a normal report like what we go through lah sebenarnya. Yang ni dua is a specific requirement based on the project. So for example, kalau you are talking about airport, definitely they need to see environmental impact assessment or sewerage yang group 1 or group 9 buat tu. So yang benda-benda macam tu mesti definitely you need this. But if you cannot provide, that's okay. Just state in your summary. So basically what not here is a summary lah. So you should have a summary that reflects your understanding for the whole process that you go through for this course. Okay, so you should highlight the what you have done and you know that is correct, and you should highlight what you cannot do because of the limitations, and how you should do it if it's a real project. Okay.
Bye Kak. Terima kasih Emai.
Doktor.
Tak dengar lah, suara you tak jelas. Boleh kuat sikit.
Hello doktor, dengar tak?
Okay.
Doktor, kalau macam dekat projek tu, kita dah provide semua yang kita provide tu kan. Lepas tu macam bila second stage tu, kita notice yang macam bila kita dah start design ni, sebenarnya macam few things tu tak diperlukan pun. Jadi kalau kita ubah daripada yang projek tu.
Boleh, tapi macam these four thing it must be there lah, because this is this one is during construction things. Okay, but for cut and fill, if you find out that you need to improve, then it's okay. But what I'm trying to say is the drawings that you need during construction should remain, but whatever you need to improve in your final, of course you can correct it.
Okay. Okay doktor. Lepas ada lagi untuk contoh macam calculation ni untuk second stage, tak dekat report tu ataupun dekat appendices?
Attachment.
Dekat attachment lain. And then yang macam telecommunication, do we have to provide that also? Macam MNE and stuff.
MNE details tak payah. Macam I kata, whatever you cannot find but you know it should be there, then please state lah.
Maksudnya just macam the general kira general punya ke, taklah macam go into detail sangat.
Yeah. For MNE work, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bye-bye. Salam.
Alright.
Okay.
So this part
ada lagi. Kenapa macam saya je yang tanya tu? Untuk macam SI report kan doktor, macam group kita orang kan yang resort by the sea tu, kita orang dapat daripada doktor yang Kelang kan, kiranya location. So macam doktor kata, we have to propose our borehole location, kat mana dia letak borehole tu. So kiranya sebab macam diorang dah buat the borehole, the bolok punya report tu, so kita just propose je ke dekat mana location dia.
Okay. Right, so katalah this is your project, okay, and you have, I can remember berapa itu 4 borehole.
5 doktor.
Okay, you ada 5 kan, right? This is your project. Where you think this 5 should be, if you have to do it, okay, or if you have to appoint if you have to do the SI, where do you think the 5 should be if this is your project? Can you suggest? A, B, C, D, E. This is basketball faculty. So I don't think this is part of it. So maybe D, E, F, and G. Okay, just name two, the most important part, the most important location. Where it should be?
Tak nampak pula.
Tak nampak.
A tu tak kot.
A tu no need because it's so field, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
D tu apa ya? Tak nampak. Rasa tak payah kot. Tu macam D tak payah.
So D no
Okay.
need.
Dia macam dekat main building kot yang we have to consider.
Okay, that's good lah. So okay, you say this is one, okay, and probably this is 1, 2. So you have another 3 to play around where you think it should be. But your understanding is correct. Where the building is, then there definitely there should be one boreholes there. Okay.
I see. Okay. So do we have to provide the calculation for that, or we just assume based on the rule of thumb?
Okay, say you already you place 5, right? And then from that you should be able to draw the contour, kan? So you have to do that part.
Okay.
Okay, so you place the 5 and then you draw the apa ni, the soil tu kan? Soil strata tu, and then from that you will propose the depth of your footing, betul? I mean the depth of your foundation and the type of your foundation. Alright? So that's what you have to do.
I see. Alright. Okay. Thank you.
Okay? And then whatever the data from the soil should be used for your foundation design.
Okay.
Doktor,
Yeah.
saya nak tanya berkenaan dengan TIA. Macam group saya untuk OBR, kita nak minta dekat untuk sampel TIA dengan EIA, tapi kita tak dapat. Lepas tu doktor, saya nak tanya, kalau TIA tu kan kita kena dapat on-site punya data. Jadi macam mana kita nak buat TIA tu, doktor, kalau kita kena include on-site data tu?
Macam saya kata lah, if you can provide or if you can have access on it, please do. If not, then you please mention the limitation that you have in your project in the summary of the final report. That means you realize you need this TIA and you know what are the items that it should be in your TIA report, but because of the limitations that you cannot provide it. So you need to explain that you understand you need to do the TIA and what are the items in it and why you cannot do it now. You know?
Itu sama juga macam EIA ke, doktor? Untuk books.
Yep.
Okay, doktor. Thank you.
Okay.
Doktor, lagi satu untuk BQ, doktor. Macam saya kan ada bridge dengan R&R kan, right and left. Tapi untuk BQ, kita kena untuk the whole R&R dan juga bridge ke, atau either one, R&R atau bridge?
Okay, when you have to do the BQ of the whole project, basically you need everything, correct? Okay, but then say I'll just go for this example. Katalah based on this you have to design this building. Okay, so by right you can come up with the detailed BQ for this. Alright, but you might not have the detail of this, but you know the area of this building. Okay, and then you know, okay, you have to provide a grass practice field here. So based on this area, just give estimation of grass price, and then you just multiply that. Okay, so that is for this example. If you have bridge, so which one that you which building, or which in your case the bridge that you want to design, structural design, you want to do the structural design in detail, then that one you should come up with a detailed BQ. Okay, but the rest in the project can be estimation based on rough estimation lah. Macam I kata tadi lah, macam field ni, so you just get a price for a grass, and then based on this size, so you get the estimation for it.
Oh, doktor. So kiranya detail BQ is needed, detail BQ dari segi structure semua tu is needed untuk bangunan yang kita buat analisis je kan? The
Yeah.
rest of the building maybe macam earthwork semua benda macam tu je kan?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to include the items in the picture. Okay, but then probably the amount is not accurate lah. But
Okay.
for this particular building, you need to detail lah the accurate one.
Okay. Thank you doktor.
Okay, doktor.
Boleh buka tak slide 11 ke belakang sebelum?
This one?
Apa maksud estimated cost? Apa beza yang sustainability aspect dengan building material?
Apa beza sustainability aspect? No, this one ialah estimated cost without satu. Maksudnya you don't include all this. The other one is with. Maksudnya if you using green material, then you should add that one. You know, if you when you say safe energy concept, how do you show this in your course? Whether that will influence your short-term cost or long-term cost. That's what it means here.
Okay, thank you.
Doktor, untuk yang point number 2, earthwork details, cut and fill, untuk final report ni apa lagi yang diperlukan? Means waktu yang project brief hari tu, kita orang mostly semua dah buat sampai kiraan cut and fill and the few drawings.
If you have done it, okay, that's enough. As long as you get the amount.
Oh, okay.
But if I have commented, like I can't remember which group, I think it can be in that group give one platform level. So I would suggest to reduce the fill, the fill I can't remember, but then you can provide 2 platform level. So in that case, then in your final report you might want to change lah. You have to you change to my comment lah.
Okay.
Right? Okay? Any more? Okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Kalau untuk second stage ni, ada tak limitation of pages report?
Yeah, don't nanti I nak lepas ni I nak pergi dekat report sekejap. Okay, this one done? This one done?
For me, but I don't know other groups.
Doktor.
Ya.
Saya ada soalan for the estimated cost kan. Doktor cakap we have to do with and without sustainability aspect kan. What if kalau our building structure, for example our group memang pakai glass, so we macam like memang go green. So basically we don't have without sustainability aspect punya estimated cost lah kan.
Tak apa buat bodoh ya.
Everything is a must.
Katok ni
I mean, like what means here is like when you don't have apa tadi, rain harvesting system, when you are adding materials, you know, for the aspect.
More like system lah.
Yeah, if say first course is without solar panel, then the one with solar panel, then you see the difference on that. Itu saja.
Okay doktor, thank you doktor.
Okay. Alright, so if this is done, then probably I can share. I just pick one line. Nasib lah group siapa yang kena boleh. Kejap. Dekat sini. Okay, let's see this one sekejap.
Sementara tu nak tanya boleh tak berkenaan BQ?
Ya.
The BQ ni perlu include furniture tak doktor? Ini interior dia.
Tak payah detail.
Tak payah detail lah.
Mungkin you just if you have an idea about it, so mungkin you just kata how many that you expect lah. Kalau tak ada tak apa. I don't think that to that details because you have done in the first part to comparing building to building kan. So I think that's okay.
Okay. Kemudian BQ ni kita letak dalam belakang lah kan, appendices. Kemudian yang dekat dalam report tu hanya summary dia lah.
Ya.
Okay.
Mana dia? Sekejap.
Doktor, nak tanya lagi boleh?
Ya, sila.
Doktor, kalau untuk signage, perlu ke letak detail dia macam dimension ke? Lepas tu, tak perlu. Okay, lepas tu untuk road marking, doktor perlu juga ke letak dalam drawing?
Road marking, yes.
Okay.
Doktor.
Doktor, yang signage tu kita letak bila projek tu dah set kan doktor, bukan yang under construction. Tak both.
Patutnya dalam yang first draft itu, I mean the brief report tu, you have the one during construction. That's why in the architecture drawing during construction tu, patutnya ada lah kat mana you nak letak signage apa semua tu. But now for the final one, it should be the final lah. The signage for final.
Oh, okay. Oh, sebabnya saya ingat hari tu waktu brief tu doktor tak minta untuk road.
Yeah, because you basically don't have many during construction, but you need to show the on site punya movement lah. Dalam tu, I notice ramai juga tak buat yang tu.
Okay doktor, tu saja, thank you. Arman, masuk.
Doktor, untuk BQ kan, actually BQ tu sebenarnya for the whole project kan. Tapi sebab kita orang just pick like one structure untuk kita orang analyse, untuk determine dia punya all the detailings. So macam mana kita nak determine the BQ for the whole project kalau kita just concentrate on satu structure je?
Macam I kata, the rest you can just use estimation, rough estimation. If you have time and you want to do all, that's much better lah basically. But if you don't, at least you know a few buildings in that area. So based on the area of buildings lah.
Okay,
masih menggunakan area punya konsep lah.
Sebab saya punya group water treatment plant, untuk structure kita orang akan pakai the main building lah. Tapi
tak boleh lah. That means you need to have at least one of the treatment plant punya details, and then you consider as multiplication je lah based on size macam tu. Kena buat jugalah satu. Kalau tak, memang you tak boleh dapat lah cost for the project.
Okay, tapi sebab saya punya group components dia banyak jenis. Macam kalau saya buat satu je, dia multiply dengan 10, okey lah. Tapi sebab dia ada banyak jenis, macam dia ada sedimentation tank, dia ada filtration tank, semua tu kan.
Possible to get each one of it satu calculation for BQ.
Untuk apa?
Setiap item lah maksud saya.
So maksudnya buat untuk setiap components tu.
Boleh.
That means saya kena buat juga dia punya structure ke?
Tidak. Boleh ke tidak? Soalan saya boleh atau tidak, based on the type yang ada tu, you get some rough estimation of cost.
If rough, like very very rough estimation, boleh lah kot.
Kalau I'm not sure possible atau tidak, tapi if you want clarification, mungkin boleh check dengan Dr. ID juga.
Dr. ID?
The project management punya people.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dr.
Alright. Okay. Let me share with you. Ada lagi soalan tak? Sampai kali ni. Kenapa dia tak jumpa PDF kat situ ah? Sekejap ya. Okay. Nah, there you go. Hilang pula. Ini dia. Strange. Olu. You nampak PDF tak?
Nampak.
Okay. Yes.
Doktor, saya nak tanya. Lah. Bukan lembut. Doktor, kalau yang macam untuk fire hydrant ke access bomber macam tu, kita orang nak provide detail ke macam mana?
Baik, tak payah, itu MNE kan?
Okay.
Tak payahkan MLE, doktor.
Bomber access tak payah
Dalam bomber access, tak payah detail lah sepatutnya. Kecuali building yang you nak tunjuk, yang you go detail tu lah. Kalau you nak tunjuk.
Just macam laluan je kan, taklah design detail dia pun.
Betul.
So MLE tak perlu. Okay. Thank you.
Alright. Apa dia? You nampak ni, tapi kenapa dia tak boleh gerak? Aduhai. Sekejap.
Doktor, boleh ke saya selit soalan?
Boleh, silakan.
Okay. Untuk sewerage calculation kan, kita consider semua building yang ada ke atau satu building yang kita nak analyse?
Sewerage calculation the whole area lah.
Semua building. Okay.
Boleh? Boleh kan?
Boleh je. PE tu.
Alright.
Kita boleh kan, doktor?
Kita buat dia.
Tengok tu. Boleh, insyaAllah. Sekejap mana pula undalan ni tiba-tiba dia hilang.
Doktor dah tanya.
Sila.
Macam kami pun perlu buat juga kan macam sewerage plan dengan water rectification plan.
Ya, sama.
Okay. Thank you, doktor.
Kenapa dia tak boleh share PDF? Oh my god. Kejap. Saya keluar kejap, lepas tu masuk balik. Sekejap
Okay, doktor.
Guys. Okay ke tu?
Skandar diam lah, Skandar.
Apa tu nama dia?
Rohima, kiranya yang bomber access tu kita tak perlu tunjuk dekat drawing yang macam okay, this is bomber access. Tapi macam bila kita design road tu memang kita kena consider lah bomber boleh lalu macam tu je kan?
Maksudnya tak payah detail pun.
Tak payah detail apa-apa.
Lepas tu fire hydrant tak payah.
Tak payah. Lepas tu doktor cakap macam kalau lah ada MNE, kalau nak letak pun letak kat satu building yang kita analyse. Maybe macam fire alarm ke macam benda macam tu je lah kan?
Ya ke doktor kata MNE tak payah?
Tadi ada dia cakap kalau nak pun letak satu building je.
Maksudnya kita design tu kita just provide.
Kita letak je macam fire alarm kat mana. Tunjuk kat drawing kot.
Location mana tu?
Tak payah kot.
Alah ada weh, doktor tak cakap pun. Yang drawing tu.
Tak payah macam tu.
Sebab dia buat dekat pantai. Tak kisah. Pakor tu tak kisah.
Apa ni?
Korang yang pilih building tu ikut
Nak ulang balik.
kan?
Sekejap ulang.
Kejap lagi Aimah. Kejap lagi.
Okey, sekejap lagi.
Macam mana suara Ain very lembut? Korang.
Dia pelayanan.
Doktor.
Yang dia, Dek Mat. Naik kenyang. Ramnya? Rambutnya senang itu, Dek Mat. Kan dah buat lubang kan?
Teruskan dengan soalan.
Pahat-pahat kelilingnya. Sebab Han dah buat garis-garis itu kan?
Doktor, saya nak tanya boleh?
Boleh.
Kan orang kan tak ada sewerage kan, so hanya fokus on hydrological analysis kan. So boleh kan kalau fokus untuk hydrological analysis. Okay.
Building apa you buat?
Ya.
So you detail out your ni apa nama? Apa? One of your item tu.
Yang mana ke?
Item.
Tak dengar.
When you detail out your one of your structural item.
Yang monitoring building yang dengan pump sekali, yang ada 2 tingkat tu.
Tepuk kaki
Tangga tu.
Kenapa dia tak boleh, I tak boleh share PDF apa? I just tengok terus buka je. Let me try. Sorry. Mana pula ni? Boleh tak you nampak? Boleh tak you nampak? This one. Kenapa dia kacau I? Boleh lah, kejap Dia tak boleh capture PDF. Kenapa? Ada orang boleh bantu saya. Saya nak tengok. Patutnya bila kita kat present now tu, I can choose a window dan dia appear kat dalam tu kan? Kat dalam share application window tu.
Doktor kena buka siap-siap PDF tu.
Okay.
Buka the file first. Dia dah open kat PDF, lepas tu baru doktor share by window tu.
And dia boleh satu je ke? Dia tak boleh buat banyak ke?
Dia kalau PDF tu banyak-banyak tab boleh lah. Doktor siap-siap buka lah semua.
Masalahnya saya dah buka semua, dia tak nak keluar satu pun. Macam mana cerita ni?
Doktor, saya rasa doktor kena share screen instead of share window.
Entire screen.
Entire screen.
Sekejap saya cuba. Saya punya, sekejap, saya punya PDF ni dia hang. Okay, yes. Tak keluar kan? Dia tak nampak pun PDF kan? There you go. Nampak?
Nampak.
Doktor, bila tadi lepas tu klik.
Dia macam tak nak buka.
Kenapa?
Cuba.
I tutup
Kita
dulu
cuba buka open with Chrome. Kalau tak boleh.
Tu dah buka doktor, cancel.
Sekejap
Doktor, kita orang boleh nampak goal consultant.
Siapa punya tu?
Alright, Alhamdulillah. Okay. Ni Hafu yang sebenarnya buat ni. So first of all, bila kita submit dokumen untuk the intention ialah supaya projek kita dibelilah basically, okay. So okay, when you have this okay, I understand that you're trying to do for the project, then you have this, but I'm expecting actually at the beginning pun you dah detail out your you dah detail out your title of the project as a construction project lah. So flood mitigation plan at Jalan Tun Razak, Sungai Bunus, wilayah. So my question is, where of Jalan Tun Razak? Which kilometer? How long this work will be? So this is quite consider masih general sangat lah ya. Okay, then we have company profile. Okay, when we talk about apa nama dia ni, technical report, sebenarnya I do not expect lah with these chapters and all that. You may have start with company profile, because normally company profile ni kalau you come up, you submit macam ni, I mean different folder. So company profile ni di dalam buku yang lain lah. So that's why I don't think you should have the chapters lah. Okay, so when you talk about your company profile, you are selling your company, so I'm expecting, okay, this one is okay, but the most important is to see what are your experience. Okay, so this should be here lah. So you may estimate, maybe see how much, I mean, your project yang you nak apply ni, so you should have similar experience to it lah. So you may create a few to show that, okay, this company have that experience to continue the project, or to apply, I mean, to bid for this project. Okay, right. So and then we start with okay, introduction of project. Basically bukan summary of flood, but this one, this should be the main thing, and whatever you have here and here should help you to emphasize on here on the project description, or on the needs of the project, bukan objektif lah, why you need the project. Okay, ingat tak, I think Salihuddin has mentioned need statement. Pernah dengar perkataan ni? Okay, so you need to have need statement lah, kenapa you perlukan project tu, atau you have to say kenapa I should have that project as a company, kenapa I kena dapat project ni, what is the benefit to the overall, and what is the expertise that I have that you nak describe kat situ. Okay, kat sini is your expertise, sorry. So dekat sini is macam you kata lah, you dah buat data collection, you do this, but how do this help you to improve, or to give the importance of this project. Okay, the need statement kat sini, right? And then design concept yang ni kita go the detail later. Okay, lepas tu benda-benda ni sebab ini brief, I do expect benda ni datang dulu. Okay, benda-benda macam ni yang kita nak, yang need during construction, and of course after this one, then you have the concept of your apa ni project with this one. Kalau you dah ada SI report, okay, and all the details. Lepas tu you should come up with this, sebab benda ni yang kita nak buat during construction. Okay, ya, bukan yang ni yang ni, these dua, right? Sorry. So yang ni, yang dua benda ni. So yang ni sepatutnya dalam final nanti, kan? Where you detail out the rest. Yang pentingnya masa construction yang ni saja. Alright, so lepas tu again this one okay je, basically ada ke tak ada, because what is more important is actually this one. When you have the attachment ni, or appendices ni, I prefer, I ingat ni group mana yang ni tu.
Doktor boleh tanya ke sambil doktor present?
Boleh.
Doktor, yang list of figure tu memang nak ada ke, ataupun tak perlu ada pun tak apa?
It depends on what figure, because normally the figure yang dalam report ni tak berapa nak penting sangat. Yang pentingnya drawing. Tapi if you have figure dalam emphasizing on your content, or macam you tadi tu on the what they call yang ni kan, apa nama ni, mana dia, where is yang ni. So if you have important figure, then you might want to list down lah. Okay. But as I said, yang penting sebab selalunya dalam technical report you ada figure, you terus explain. So benda tu the list of figure tu tak berapa nak penting sangat lah. So it's not, you ada is okay, no problem.
Kalau tak ada pun tak apalah.
Sebab sepatutnya you dah explain gambar tu. Bila ada, that means important. Kalau tak ada, then you put the picture in the attachment, so you just mention the attachment lah. Okay. So dekat sini appendices ni, I do expect list of drawings tau. Yang lebih penting sebenarnya ialah list of drawing, kan tak? Tak ada. Sepatutnya ialah list of drawing. List of drawing. Yang tu perlu. Yang ni sangat penting. Sebab when we talk about technical report, we are referring to this most of the time rather than your report lah. So that's in your report, the important is what is the need statement of the project, and then as I said earlier tu lah yang report tadi tu. Okay, so again, this is just for your future sebenarnya. When you want to highlight your company, highlight lah your project or your experience with related to the project that you bidding lah. Okay, it should be in that sense. Of course you have other project, tapi benda tu kemudian lah. Okay? And then macam ni, tagline panjang sangat ni. Okay, and then type of contract will be used is lump sum contract. Ini tak penting, so tak payah pun dalam ni. Okay, so as I said, yang macam ni you don't have to be in red sebenarnya. It should be just as part of your writing lah. Okay, vision and should be okay. And as I ask you what are the experience, okay, so this is okay, good. Yang ni tadi lah macam I kata, this is not academic writing where you explain what you know, bukan technical is you explain what you need to explain so that people can construct things. Okay, that is the mindset lah. So sebenarnya benda ni semua tak perlu macam ni. So this is good where you propose it first. I just want you to give more details on this. Okay, so this is very good where you have all the details here, and then maybe you just write note here where you get these details from, rather than having a subsection macam ni. Tak perlu pun, because you already have this in the earlier part kan. You tak perlu pun benda ni. Okay, so if you want to mention about the calculation, so maybe just a small note saying this is from in which appendix, the details of calculation. But tak perlu yang tadi tu. So objective, discuss summary flood event. Yang ni yang maksud saya ni ialah yang ni yang tadi, yang mula-mula tadi tu. Okay, so it should be the ni yang benda-benda ni. This should be the need statement lah. Right, in a sense that okay, kalau orang tengok ni dia tu okay, this company know what they are doing, you know, that kind of thing. Alright, lepas tu location, see location 1 Jalan Tun Razak to flat. How long is this? What is it? How many kilometers? And then location 2 Kampung Boyan Pond. Macam ni, how do we go to this place? So it should be more clearer lah. Sebenarnya you tak payah pun banyak-banyak subsection. It should be in one site location and layout plan. Then you list out how can people reach that place and what you're going to do, how long is your construction name and so on. Okay. Lepas tu ni tak payah. Ni bukan academic writing. Anak tengok you pergi kan, anak tahu apa you dapat daripada situ. Okay. Right, say okay, this drawing is very important, but I don't know, I tak nampak kat mana attachment. So as I said, this is very important. You should have this drawing in A3 explaining, okay, this is cut and cover tunnel from what distance to what distance, and then continue. You should tell more, because this is the gist of it. Okay, you sure? Well, how do this contribute to your main project? We did not explain here. Okay, so that is the thing. Macam okay, we understand you want to have parking at top and what at the bottom and all that. So benda tu yang sepatutnya detail out. Okay, drawings ni semua you can give details lah later. Kalau you nak tunjuk, sepatutnya you tunjuk more on this. How the project will be. Okay, this is good. Okay, this is good for this stage. Okay, this is the thing. Benda ni sangat penting. Why do you propose this point? Kalau client akan tanya, why do you propose this point? So please explain a bit on the whole development before you explain detail of each component. So you should explain, okay, based on your, for example, based on your site investigation, dekat sini ada slope, the slope is how much, and then therefore you propose this because why, that kind of thing. You are selling your product, is it? So you must convince client they should choose your company because you know what you are doing. Okay, bukan knowledge, tapi bukan knowledge ataupun bukan apa yang you tahu, tapi apa yang you tahu to apply to this project. Okay, so same goes to this. Sebenarnya this one can be in attachment if the client need to know the details. But when you say okay, you need to have buffer block. Why? Wait, from where to where? That kind of thing. You propose to, you propose to. Okay, again all this in that lah. Lepas tu detail drawing. Refer to appendix B and G for detail drawing of what? They are 3D and 2D. So how to this relate to your story? Okay. So please try as part of the text in above discussion, not as section without explanation. Okay. And then this is sustainability aspect. Again, you are telling me what you know. I do not want to know that. Okay. So if you say you want to use this, which part of that and why? And then the details of this material may be in your attachment. Okay. If you want to have this rainwater harvesting using modular, which part of that project you place this rainwater harvesting? Okay, and good if you can say okay, this can minimize apa and apa the benefit of it dekat dalam main text. Alright. The same goes to the other things. Okay, so this is earthwork, contour, discussed before sustainability aspect, as I mentioned earlier. How these affect your architecture plan. So when you explain it, that's why sometimes contour come first before you propose your layout tadi tu. So based on this contour, then you said okay, therefore kat mana you nak letak benda-benda ni lah yang tadi ni. Ni. Okay, kenapa ada kat sini based on the contour. So you should relate the contour with your proposed ni. Okay. So nampaklah yang you faham, oh okay, contour ni macam ni, okay, that's why I want to do like this, you know, to have to prevent flood. So make use of your knowledge from the earthwork or the contour to your project. Cut and fill, okay, macam ni kan, when you already said about cut and fill, say refer to drawing nombor berapa, itu yang penting, bukan appendix tau. Drawing nombor berapa, okay, then appendix C for detail calculation, okay, but drawing is important. You should mention here which drawing are you referring to, okay, and then summary, should all this sepatutnya dalam satu bahagian je. With relate to earthwork and geotechnical analysis, semua di dalam satu bahagian yang sama. Tak payah banyak sangat subsection. Okay. Yang macam ni pun sama. Propose what you want the client to know about this. Okay. What this tell you? So that's my question. Okay. Wash through and temporary drain, client knows already. We do not want to know this. I want to know the drawing, where you want to place, how many numbers of this, how this, you know. So wash through needed at this particular blah 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 area, a size of what and what, and refer to drawing apa. Itu saja. Okay. Same goes to this. So tak payah detail. Kalau you nak letak juga apa yang you faham ni semua dalam attachment. Okay. That is what I expect. That's why I kata 15 pages is more than good enough. As long as you be able to convince the client what you want this project is worth for you, macam tu. Okay. Macam ni, if you get this data, just this one should be bottom lah. Reference to bottom lah. Tak payahlah tengok awal-awal. Catchment, okay. From this, how? Okay, appendix A3 catchment, total catchment berapa lah dalam main text tadi, itu saja. So, ini pun sama lah, perlu ada reference lah daripada mana you dapat ni. Okay, this one okay. So, yeah. Macam ni kan. Okay, kalau you explain, okay, daripada drawing ni, kenapa you want to place this thing? Patutnya macam tu lah. That's what my expectation lah. Okay, this is good. Of course, you need to place this in your report as attachment, showing that you put effort to do site visit. So client can, oh okay, he really want this job, you know, that kind of thing. Nampak effort. Okay. Okay, list alright. Ini sangat penting lah. Okay, dia sepatutnya bukan dekat sini lah. Dia sepatutnya dekat atas tadi, dekat depan tu dah beritahu dah list of drawing kat mana. Okay, drawing I tak sempat lagi semak. Cuma I rasa yang kat sini ialah tak ada ni legend. What these colours are. Tak ada legend. So I tak faham. Ada satu, I can't remember which group. Yeah, I think resort. Okay, dia kata one of the sustainability aspect ialah the resorts are not facing sunrise and sunset to avoid heat. So bila I tengok drawing, my first thing to do is, okay, I tengok ni, this is utara, timur, utara, selatan, timur, barat. So I'm gonna see from here and I will see your layout. You know? So that's how I see things lah. Sepatutnya macam tu lah. So bila you claim tu betul ke, I akan tengok dekat you punya layout. Betul tak it is as what you said in your text. Okay? So that's how it should be lah. Okay? Remember that whatever you present is you are selling your product, okay, selling your expertise, and then try to macam ni. I tak tahu apa benda warna purple ni, apa benda yang kali-kali lain ni. So sepatutnya benda tu ada lah. Legend kan. Benda-benda penting supaya whatever you submit, orang lain boleh baca without asking you and understand.
Mana legend my brain.
Okay. So same lah, yang ni pun sama. Yang macam ni pun I tanya mana legend ni, tak faham. Okay. Macam ni ha. Dia ni apa, zone apa ni? Okay. Good, very good effort. Basically very good effort, but as I said, kena make sure that bila you submit, I boleh faham lah benda tu, or your client can understand that. Okay. Benda ni, it should be the first drawing. Kan? First of your list, dalam list drawing tu benda ni dulu.
Okay.
So masa you atur drawing pun sangat penting supaya client understand.
Faham.
Alright. Ada soalan? Macam case yang ni, so you kena detail out your ni lah, your apa ni, mungkin your structure tak berapa nak penting sangat because it's only double story kan, tapi in your BQ you kena detail out you punya ni lah, item-item yang ada dalam ni.
Okay, boleh.
Oh, boleh guna kat rumah.
Dah siap dah dry detention pond. Berapa banyak volume konkrit pakai ni?
Yang volume konkrit.
Sorry?
Apa kata? Volume konkrit? Belum detail lagi.
Tapi boleh lah kan kalau dah ada dimension macam ni?
Boleh. InsyaAllah.
Dimension ni dapat dari mana?
Di anggaran.
Based on?
Anggaran.
Based on?
Anggaran estimation.
Just rough estimation. Bukan volume water ke apa, belum lagi lah.
Boleh bagi. Nanti verify balik dengan volume of water masa
Okay. Alright. So that is what you should do lah. So you have some ideas sekarang, then in your final you should finalize benda-benda tu lah. Macam soalan siapa tadi, apa item kan, depends on the project lah. Kalau macam you kata you macam case ni, kalau you just based on double story tu, memang you tak akan dapat a good BQ. So put an effort as though you want to submit this. So as for BQ, whatever you possible for you to go into detail, please do. The minimum is for yang kalau ada main building lah. Macam resort tu by the city, tak payahlah buat structural kayu tu banyak, satu biji je lah kayu. But then your main, you dalam yang resort by the sea tu, I tak nampak pun you punya main entrance building tu. Detail of that tak ada. So benda tu sepatutnya yang you design lah for RC design you.
Maksud doktor, kita orang kena design yang receptionist building ke, bukannya yang main house kita orang?
Receptionist building tu yang your main kan? The one that yang tengah tu, and then you have yang resort, I mean the chalet tu, small chalet semua kan?
Kalau kita orang ada macam satu rumah ni, dia macam rumah biasa, macam ada banyak-banyak bilik. So we consider that as our main building instead the receptionist one.
The receptionist have how many stories?
One story je.
Yang the other room, the other house,
the other house tu one story juga. Only the facilities building je tak silap. But that one also kita orang akan macam tengok balik. Should we provide double story or single story depending on the facilities that we want to provide.
Selalu in general selalunya lah, from what I understand is the main building tu je yang paling besar dalam any resort pun. So that's why I said if you are designing the main building, that's okay lah. But if you want to do the timber one example for the timber also good, because from that you then can have more details on your BQ lah.
So kiranya macam okay lah kalau kita orang ambil yang the main house as our main design, and then sebab macam receptionist tu apa semua pun dia macam still in timber.
Okay.
Boleh je lah. Alright.
Alright.
Group lain tu kata.
This is group 4 ni, tak boleh tengok lagi. Tapi I suka group 4 ni sebab bila dia, I tak tengok konten lagi, tapi the way it place it, dia hantar, cara dia hantar lah dia hantar this one report, and then dia ada drawing layout attach macam ni. So senang untuk saya tengok direct. Bila saya buka, okay, macam ni pun tak ada details, tapi maksudnya cara dia place dokumen untuk satu tu lagi senang untuk kita tengok lah. Because as I said, bila I baca report, I will go straight to the appendix tu. So that's why I do request benda-benda ni in another PDF form. So senang untuk, and then you do numbering lah kalau boleh, senang untuk check. This one ialah okay, layout. This is quite a good layout lah. Okay, quite easy to apa ni, to go through lah. Tapi tak fair sebab I tak baca lagi dia punya but and I tengok group ni punya presentation also very good. Sekejap tak mana group boleh buka. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Namanya tak boleh buka lah. Namanya okay, sementara tu I close up. special lagi nanti. Tak payah chapter-chapter lah, you just go big, design concept apa benda. Okay, macam ni this is good lah. You explain dulu benda, apa benda yang your design, your apa nama dia tadi, need statement tadi. Tapi ni tak ada detail apa ni yang projek ni siapa punya apa semua tu tak nampak.
Sebab nanti kan nak buang tisu. Buka
dia
siapa
hang.
lah. Cabut betul pasang balik.
Okey, boleh nampak ni?
Siap lah tu tinggal paku tu siap lah.
Boleh nampak?
Mana? Nampak. Tak apa. Dek Ma.
Nampak.
Boleh.
This group relate to the what is the state plan. Okay, and then okay, so because you all follow this one, I don't know how they present. Kalau tak tengok video dia, tapi if from this aspect, if it relates straight away to the sustainability aspect pun kena lah, macam kena. So where okay, you highlight this, but this is not good because it is not detailed to the drawing, just benda je saja. Okay, yang ni is a earthwork requirement. Okay, so this one sepatutnya kat drawing pun senang untuk tunjuk, but what I like is the most important things are here already. So basically by right here, if you have cut and fill, you can straight away give estimation of cost over here, total cost. Okay, so basically macam if as a client, okay, I get some idea already how much should I put money for this part. Okay, this kind of thing. And then cuma dekat sepatutnya dekat sini after this bukan selepas ini sepatutnya ialah yang dia punya tadi tu need statement tadi, apa ni yang you tunjuk the concepts and all that. Sepatutnya lepas ni ialah the concept first, and then only you go about the sustainability aspect. Okay, lepas tu benda-benda ni. Okay, ini sebenarnya dah detail ni, ini sepatutnya dekat final nanti, dekat final report. Sepatutnya dekat sini ialah yang ni semua dekat final report. Okay, ni semua dekat final, ni pun dekat final, ni pun dekat final. Okay, this one pun dekat final. Tapi what I like is they blast what important for the client to know. I tak banyak yang unnecessary drawings, but what is lacking here ialah need statement tak clear, and then ialah apa ni yang the drawing during construction tu dekat mana apa ni how the arrangement on dekat dalam drawing yang tu tak ada. So sepatutnya yang tu yang di emphasize dalam brief. Yang lain-lain ni ialah masa final nanti. Okay, this is good when you at this stage you just compare apa ni the existing one, and that gives you some idea what is your total cost. Alright, so this is quite a good one. Lacking is the first part of it lah. Okay, banyak content ini adalah untuk final. Sepatutnya dekat sini tadi I repeat dekat sini lepas you show the importance of the project to the apa nama dia to the state government, and then dekat sini sepatutnya adalah need statement lah. Okay, your concept, your architecture concept. Okay, so sepatutnya pada stage yang pertama ini itu yang you emphasize. Lepas tu ialah development to relate to your apa ni, your concept, and then during construction, the drawing yang for drawing during construction itu yang sepatutnya you highlight to your client. Okay, but the way the presentation ni boleh macam good for marketing purposes lah. Nampak lah keperluannya. Cuma kat sini tak ada, dekat sini dia belum, dia apa, lepas daripada ni dia sepatutnya dah blast the need statement and the gist ataupun the importance of this project. Okay? Soalan?
Thank you, Doktor.
Okay. Tu saja kot. Yang lain tu kemudian group 3 I dah bagi you tadi kan. Group 3 ada tak?
Group 9.
Mana? Rasa lebih kurang sama je. Ya?
Group tu doktor belum
Belum. Tapi the I hope you get the main ideas lah.
Okay.
So make sure in your final lepas you beritahu you beritahu the relation of your project dengan the current apa ni, macam yang contoh yang tadi tu ialah the state-nya development. Then next is what is your concept. Okay. Lepas tu kalau macam final after your concept is the detail of ni lah your structural part and apa yang you tunjuk for apa nama dia infra as well. Tak payah detail calculation during presentation.
Doktor, yang group 3 doktor dah check
Group 3 done I think.
Doktor.
Tapi dia tak ada kat sini lah. I tak tahu kat mana kat simpan. Sekejap.
Group 9 doktor.
Tak jumpa. I rasa kat rumah dah. Sekarang ni office merata-rata so I tak ingat kat mana. I think I have done 3 and then overhead bridge pun sudah rasanya. Tapi tak jumpa juga.
Macam sekarang ni kan actually for our program tak tahu buat lain tapi kita orang macam tak sure lagi on the content of our report. Maksudnya macam the arrangement and what should we put exactly in the section of our report. Sebab kalau macam report yang senior sebelum ni kan macam lain.
Please don't.
Okay. Okay.
Macam I kata lah, because they do mistake as well. So, tak ingat lah dah. So, macam ni pun.
Kiranya untuk next stage ni pun technical report juga ke?
Yelah, project. The whole thing. Mungkin this time for final, you can just have company profile in the attachment lah. So you just because you already explained, so maybe you just need to brief a short brief here and then the detail in the attachment. So your main main report is on the project itself lah. Yang ini adalah macam ni pun sama lah, cadangan membina dan menyiapkan sebuah R&R overhead bridge dan lain-lain kan berkata be specific in location lah, kilometer berapa. Okay. Macam ni, that's why I kata yang ni memang tadi group 1 tadi doing good kat sini. So sepatutnya bila you give project description in brief, sepatutnya you give all this detail. Okay, yang macam project 1 yang macam group 1 tadi buat. So benda-benda ni semua sepatutnya dah you bagi tahu in detail lah benda-benda ni. Okay. Okay, so yang ni I just ask you to table up lah if possible, if you have many, because you are doing both sides kan, overhead bridge, then so you have 2 surround on both sides and so all that. So rather than just give the list macam ni, orang tak nak baca pun, so might as well just table up and give the numbers of each. Okay, so it should be more straightforward rather than lengthy details. So this is a neat statement. Should be in maybe 1 or 2 paragraphs to explain why this project is important. Again, my comment: you cannot, you cannot help people to go to this site kalau you just bagi benda macam ni je. Okay. Macam ni location. How do I know from if I'm from KL, how long, how many kilometers? What is the nearest town? Macam tu. So this is my when you say design concept, must answer the need statement, explain what is your R&R concept. Okay. Oh yang ni dia dah terduplicate ni atas tu. So nanti boleh buang. Oh macam ni move to location description lah, benda utama tu. Sometimes sometimes the content is there but it is not well organized. So you can improve in your final nanti. Ni pun sama, dia macam ni list of facilities tadi macam saya kata lah, kalau you kata parking so 20 numbers for car macam ni je, table up like this, which means people tak payah nak mencari apa benda minimum area comprises, tak payah lah macam tu. You know when you have a restaurant, so build up area is 1000 meter square, finishes apa-apa macam tu, tak payah banyak-banyak ayat macam ni, susah nak baca. You dapat sampai 17. If you table up, so your client can see, okay, they have all these items, how many of them, so basically the client boleh estimate how much, or they will ask you, so based on this, how much your estimation for the cost, you know? So daripada dia nak cari substation ni apa benda, size dia lah, substation size berapa capacity. Bila kita kata substation, apa yang penting? Mestilah size dan capacity kan. So benda tu lah yang kita nak emphasize. Water tank, berapa capacity? Minimum 2 days consumption. Okay, size water tank, estimation berapa? So benda tu semua you boleh improve lah dekat final ni nanti. Give numbering of attachment, satu kalau you perlukan attachment, and then numbering of drawing juga. Yang macam ni tu sama. Kenapa tiba-tiba ada 4.3 architecture drawing? So what? Faham tak? Tiba-tiba 4.3 architecture drawing. So what? How do this relate? So that's why kita please, kalau macam ni, masa you terang need statement tadi, you dah kata dah architecture drawing, drawing number bla bla bla. Kat bawah tu je you mention. Dah cukup lah, daripada you don't need subsection for, remember even in your apa nama dia, academic writing pun you tak boleh ada subsection without explanation, just one sentence macam ni, ataupun subsection dengan table sebiji tanpa explanation. That is totally wrong. So even in your final year project pun please remember that. Macam ni, yang ni okey lah, the table up yang ni alright, tapi how do this relate to the project? Kena sikit short explanation on that. Okay, and here my comment is for yang after construction tu, please show in your architecture drawing layout. Okay, so yang ni ialah site investigation, site investigation yang ni detail. So I mention worksheet appendix, OSI, itu yang penting sekali. And then again the drawing, this is okay. But tak payah lengthy lah, tak payah lengthy. Try to make sure that, as I said, the main thing is you give this to the client. Client know the importance of this project. Client know how much is it, and client know how the site will look like. Architecture part semua. Okay. Yeah, in technique we want info of the project, not your knowledge of the theory. You just show the Gantt chart and explain the project flow, remove unnecessary theory. Okay. So
Doctor, untuk project management, kena tahu ke untuk return of investment?
Yeah. Macam ni, statement a Gantt chart is useful for plan, tak payahlah. Klien dah tahu dah. Tak payahlah bagi ayat macam ni. It allows to accurately define. Tak payah. Ini bukan academic writing. Okay, tak payah. Ini semua tak payah. So you said, okay, Gantt chart, kalau kat sini, project schedule from where to where, construction period berapa, and then you know, dia kalau dalam project management kan dia ada during construction berapa panjang masa untuk completing, benda-benda yang penting je dekat sini. Okay, lepas tu detail Gantt chart yang panjang-panjang tu mungkin you put in your attachment lah. Okay, so tak payah beritahu dia Gantt chart guna tak payah. Okay, so itulah. So dalam final I'm expecting summary macam yang kata tadi, reflect okay, that because this is for practice purposes. So dalam summary tu ialah how do you reflect to this project. Okay, basically mungkin kalau you tak nak namakan dia summary, so mungkin you can say reflection as a group. What is your reflection from this project? Itu in your final lah. Okay, what you know, what you don't know, what you should know, you know, that kind of thing. Boleh?
Boleh doktor. Doktor, saya ada soalan. Boleh tanya ke?
Yep.
For the report ni kan, yang doktor komen ni, agak-agak bila ya kita orang boleh dapat?
Whatever yang I dah bagi ni, I bagi. Sebab I do expect your supervisors will do this, bukan I. I am just one. Sepatutnya supervisor dah bagi you komen-komen macam ni lah.
So basically kita orang kena minta directly to our supervisor lah.
Sepatutnya lah. Because they give you marks for the report as well. So sepatutnya mereka pun akan bagi komen yang first ini macam ni, sama lah maksudnya. I hope that you faham maksudnya sekarang ni apa yang sepatutnya ada. And based on my comment to other group ni, try to check back your report lah. I cannot promise the thinness, but I will try. But macam yang I dah siap ni, I will just send back to you lah.
Okay doktor. Tapi doktor, macam our supervisor pun ada yang macam tak sure. They ask us to tanya Dr. Farah dulu.
Okay. That's okay. That's why I try my best to finish up my comments on your report. Then I will pass it back to you.
Alright. Okay doktor. Thank you doktor.
Alright.
Annyeong.
Okay.
Doktor?
Yeah.
Is it possible untuk doktor boleh listkan the detailed content that we need for final report?
Tak boleh. I dah bagi you tadi list tadi kan?
So,
the content.
Based on the slideshow tu lah yang 60%.
Yeah, based on the slideshow.
Okay.
So I am expecting the main content of your final pun maximum pun 30 pages.
30 pages doktor?
Itu maximum lah. Sangat lah.
Berapa again doktor? 30?
Maximum of 30 pages. Because I'm not expecting.
Untuk final report ke doktor?
For the final report.
Untuk final report.
10 pages?
Berapa?
30 pages.
Ya Allah.
Ya Allah, sikit doktor.
Subhanallah, macam mana doktor? Sikit sangat tu.
Macam mana ni?
Kiranya doktor.
Sorry. Itu maximum.
Kiranya doktor all the calculation inside the appendix lah, bukan okay.
Macam I kata, bila klien tengok report, klien nak tahu sebab kita of course bila you tengok tender report dia tebal ni kan, tender report tu sebab kebanyakan content je semua appendix sebenarnya. Appendix ni drawing, appendix ni calculation, appendix ni references, appendix drawing yang banyak ni dalam technical report. So yang content tu 30 pages tu is your main things that you want to win the client's heart lah basically. So that's why you try to squeeze your importance. I mean, you try to squeeze in the importance of the project and your strength in that report. Bukannya your knowledge. Sebab macam kebanyakan dia mix up dengan you punya academic writing. Academic writing, yes, you explain your knowledge yang related to your project. Tapi dalam project technical report ialah report technical, benda yang berkaitan dengan benda tu saja. You tak payah nak detail out apa yang you tahu. So I rasa 30 tu pun dah cukup dah. Sebab yang banyaknya nanti ialah you letak dalam attachment.
So basically doktor, saya refresh ayat doktor, when we write the report for our final report, kita write as macam mana, as apa yang klien nak tengok. Kita letakkan diri kita as a client.
Kita letakkan diri kita as a consultant.
Important part dia you ambil.
I mean like masa kita write the report as a client, kita nak baca apa, itu je kan?
Yep. Okay. Alright. Tak dengar, sorry.
Segala gambar semua dekat appendices tu kan?
Ya. Contohnya kalau you buat calculation road tadi kan, yang group mana tadi? Group 4 yang tunjuk dia punya slide tu kan. Benda tu je lah dalam Maksudnya yang penting tadi tu, point yang penting-penting je dalam main report.
Okay,
Okay,
faham.
tapi bila you kata attachment, you jangan biar attachment tu macam on its own. Tadi group mana tadi yang bagus saya cakap tadi? Bila you cakap, okay, katalah you kata numbers of parking sekian, size of parking sekian, and then you akan cakap calculation attach in sekian, detail drawing in sekian. Itu je yang dalam main report you. Kalau macam contohnya you nak emphasize, okay, numbers of these numbers is because apa, reason apa yang you kata you perlukan number. Itu saja.
Doktor, saya ada question. Kalau contoh macam structure kan, as a client, apa yang macam doktor nak tahu?
Okay, so kalau of course bin column layout tu kena ada lah.
Maksudnya macam yang dekat belah writing tu, macam
dalam
saya
writing tu ialah of course macam kita buat yang sebelum ni, macam kita buat dalam kelas RC design. So lebihnya ialah dalam drawing, dekat main text tu mungkin you akan kata total number of beam size, and then the reference code reference yang you pakai.
I see. So all the details will be in the appendices. Alright.
Tapi macam saya kata, tolong jangan biarkan appendix on its own lah, appendix or drawing tu.
Apa tu tulis dia punya reference?
Dia kena relate lah.
Okay.
Make sure you tally lah. Macam if you are talking about the column kan. So so your drawing should have the column apa nama dia, table of columns lah. Dalam teks you kata, okay, katalah total number of size A column is sekian, total number of size B sekian. Macam tu. Ikut lah.
Alright.
Okay. Ini ada question.
Tadi kan Dr. cakap untuk yang company profile punya part, benda yang kena kita improve adalah dari segi experience kan? Experience tu macam mana? Just mention any related past project ke apa?
Imagine umur you dah macam umur you dah ada company besar.
Okay.
Macam tu, rangan-rangan gitu.
Okay.
Okay? Dah?
Doktor, saya contoh tu kan, macam saya ada hydrological analysis, ada banyak graph. So graph tu semua dekat attachment kan, betul?
Ya, betul.
Okay.
Tapi you attach, lepas tu apa, macam mana dia kait dengan you punya projek?
Kena kita tahulah important dia.
Tahulah daripada graf-graf tu apa yang you dapat, saiz apa. Contohnya kalau saiz apa benda, apa benda entah yang you buat tadi tu kan. So you kaitkanlah daripada kata-katalah you kata refer to chart sekian-sekian, lepas tu you detail our calculation, attach in sekian-sekian. Macam tu.
Macam mana, macam kalau yang attachment tu saya kena asingkanlah separate lah, macam file, legislative, macam senang.
Yeah. I prefer document report A. Contohnya satu dokumen untuk report, attachment A ada satu lagi dokumen, attachment B another document. Maksudnya PDF. Macam I buat tadi, so bila I buka, I baca you punya report tu, I akan be able to use the ni lah, apa nama dia ni? Apa? Dia punya Windows tu. So I boleh buka sekali arung. So bila I check you punya report, I boleh tengok sekali, okay, ni dekat appendix A. So I can buka appendix A and check whether whatever you say is correct.
Okay, faham.
Your calculation tu pun I boleh check macam tu. Kalau you kata, okay, you kata you buat design calculation apa ni, building dalam apa, contohnya kalau macam apa nama dia, RC modeling, you tak payah bagi the whole lot lah, you bagi summary je. Contohnya beams kan, you akan run and then dia akan keluar lambat pasal analysis of beams kan, banyak beams. So you tak payahlah attach the whole bundle of that, nanti dia akan ada satu summary of beams. So yang summary tu je you attach. So summary tu dia akan bagi tahu sama ada beam you okay ke tak. So that is enough. Okay, tapi in your drawing, so the details of each beam tu, of course kalau you sempat you kena groupkan. So you mana yang beam yang sama, it should be only one cut, one detailing. So
Okay.
yang tiga yang perlukan. Tapi in terms of the calculation ataupun software output, give the summary software output which shows all these beam pass. Macam tu.
Okay.
Alright. Ada soalan? Okay, kalau tak ada itu je kot.
Okay, doktor. So far tak ada.
Okay, so nanti ambil attendance group 2. Terima kasih arrange yang ni. I think next week you can use the time with your supervisors. I try to finish my comments for this by next week lah. I try my best, insyaAllah. Okay, and then
Doktor,
yeah.
bila ya our last presentation? Week 14 ke?
Yeah.
Week 14 hari based on our SB lah, right?
I will discuss with them sebab nampak macam quite hard for me to, because you still referring most of it to me, so sebenarnya I still have to see everyone punya presentation. So try kalau boleh tak overlap lah, so I boleh masuk dalam semua group.
Doctor, our presentation and report submission, is it at week 12 or week 14?
Week 14 is a presentation. So normally if you can give 1 week earlier or the day earlier, then it's okay. Or not, after the presentation, based on the comments, you can improve your report and submit in the study week lah.
Okay, Doctor.
Tadi cakap apa? For the final presentation on week 14, probably you can arrange it with your supervisors and group leaders, please check with each other. So you bagi I list, make sure I boleh masuk semua. So tak ada overlap lah if possible. Boleh tak?
We try our best.
Cuba macam tu lah. Kalau tidak nanti macam sekarang ni, I have to nak pergi tengok balik semula video you cakap dengan supervisor you tu kan. Banyak kot 11, salah kan? So might as well I join the presentation lah. Kalau lagi satu ialah during presentation, selalunya I tengok you spend 1 hour with your supervisors.
Doktor.
Rono korang. So try to limit that to 30 minutes maximum. Your presentation.
Sorry? Our supervisors tak limitkan timing tu.
Yelah sekarang I beritahu you. Sebab I akan masuk dalam semua on your final exam, final presentation. So mungkin you boleh limit, try to do your presentation in 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Lepas tu baru terus Q&A.
Q&A session tu ikut suka berapa masa, berapa lama kan?
Sebab that's why I minta you all arrange with all the group leaders. Kalau I kena masuk every presentation tu, so you tak boleh lah exceed the time. Okay, so for example, kalau kita punya class on Tuesday, 26 January, so you list lah based on your supervisor punya time, maybe 1 hour for each group tu pun nanti tak sempat on the same day. So as I said, 45 minutes tu maximum lah, itu pun dah lama.
45 minutes including the QA session.
Try to be in 30-35 minutes tu masuk.
Okay.
Doctor, the marks will be given by the supervisor or by doctor?
Nampak macam dua-dua.
Oh, okay. Sebab I notice that some of the supervisor dia punya cara untuk kita present lain. Cause my group dia dah bagi, dia before the presentation dia akan bagi terus this person present first, this person present second, this person present third. So
dia bukan on the day
dia on the day lah, on the presentation punya time tu.
Sepatutnya macam tu.
Memang sepatutnya macam tu lah. Okay.
Sepatutnya kita akan ambil macam hari tu group 5 I'm with group 5 dengan group 7 dapat silap. So kita akan bagi tahu terus masa bila on the day kita beritahu siapa yang akan present siapa mana dulu. And then we give you few minutes for your discussion sekejap and then you present.
I see. Oh, kita orang tak ada few minutes tu. By the way, nanti maknanya masa final nanti semua akan macam tu lah, every group. Lah.
So semua kena selaras counter 30 minit.
That's why sebab I kena masuk semua, so you tak boleh lah lagi seorang punya sampai lebih daripada masa tu. Macam mana pula nak jump to another group kan?
Betul.
Macam betul. Kalau macam untuk requirement information, kadang-kadang macam line supervisors dia expect benda lain and then supervisor lain dia expect benda lain. Jadi macam mana kita nak selaraskan benda tu
macam I kata, you buat report, you nak jual your project. Okay? So macam that's why bila you tanya can I detail out tu, I tak boleh nak detail out in apa ni dalam list lah maksudnya. So based on what I have gone through macam ni, so I boleh bagi you idea apa yang sepatutnya ada dalam satu-satu technical report. Okay, so if your supervisor advise you so, I tak rasa dia akan lari banyak pun. So kalau dia punya question tu terlampau jauh sangat, then maybe you can ask for more details apa maksudnya kat situ. Sebab contohnya macam yang berkaitan dengan water treatment plan apa semua tu, saya tak faham sangat. Tapi as a client, I nak tahulah berapa jauh, berapa panjang you nak buat cerita ni. Apa komponen dia, you know, as a client. That's why I kata kalau siapa pun supervisor you, dia kalau dia treat as a client, apa benda yang dia nak tahu daripada projek ni. Sebab you nak keluar duit. Macam tu.
Buat contoh doktor. Kalau contoh macam yang untuk water system tu kan, macam kalau piping apa, that is more like in the mechanical parts. So as consultant CNS, maybe we can actually just provide the flow of the water instead of the exact size and also the exact name of the component. So is that okay?
Tak, kalau macam water treatment plant tu kan kita punya area.
Maksudnya macam contoh
kalau macam you are talking about macam you nak cakap water, macam you punya elastic resort, you nak beritahu tarik air daripada luar berapa panjang. Kita nak line je. Kita nak tengok macam mana you tarik air tu. Arrangement kat mana you nak buang air tu. Where is the nearest apa nama ni exit point dia to the system. Kita tak minta berapa tak payah.
Okay.
Alright. Saya tak rasa dia akan lari banyak sangat lah. Cuma mungkin dari segi report tu they may have different ideas, but just mention lah yang we agree that the content of the main report should be the importance saja, and the rest will be in appendix lah. So you the way you submit your report should be sama lah. Maksudnya main content and then attachment in separate PDF file. Okay? Cuba you baca balik bila you buat report, lepas tu you baca balik and then you terus refer to the appendixes tu. Senang tak? Imagine macam tu je. So that's why I kata kalau boleh bila you list katalah contohnya report you first item yang you mention, and so bila you punya file tu number 1 apa, so bila bila dalam folder pun bila you submit pun benda tu sequence kan. Senang lah bila kita nak buka folder by folder tu, tak adalah nak mencari ni kat mana ni kat mana.
Okey, doktor.
Okey, doktor.
Alright, any more questions? Tak ada itu je lah kot. Mana tak ada tak? Mana tak ada
Ada doktor.
Ada. Tak ada soalan dah okey?
Dah okey.
Okey. Alright. Kalau tak ada apa-apa itu saja dari saya. Terima kasih Group 2 for arranging this meeting.
Thank you, Doctor, for this
Thank you,
meeting.
Doctor, for briefing.
Thank you, Doktor.
Alright. So I don't see you next week. I'll see you next year.
Thank you, Doktor.
Yes, Doktor. Report yang dah tanda tanda tu, Doktor boleh bagi dah ke?
Lembut je suara.
Bagi kat grup je lah terus. Bagi sebab dalam PDF kan. Payahlah dalam bila you letak Google link tu, you tak share link tu dengan I kan. I kena copy paste link. Dia bukan share apa nama dia? Dia bukan share apa nama dalam ni. Dia bukan share drive. Kan?
Sebab
saya share drive.
Putra Blast tu dia tak boleh nak attach link.
Dia tak boleh nak attach dokumen tu boleh kan?
Cuma boleh, cuma yang gimana?
Betul, Doktor buka dekat email lah, tak payah buka kat Putra Blast.
Tak, sebenarnya my first intention is to mark dalam Putra Blast so you can get direct. Kali bila I buka Putra Blast, diorang ni bagi link je. So bila dah bagi link, I kena download dulu. Itulah dia cerita dia. Alright, it's okay. I just give lah what I have, I give you first.
Alright, thank you
very much.
Thank you, Doktor.
Thank you. Have a nice day, have a nice weekend. Siapa yang di rumah Happy New Year lah. New Year dah kita. Mudah-mudahan COVID is going away.
Amin.
Alright, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Aish.
PJ dengar suara kau komen-komen tadi PJ?
Kita just share je.
PJ dengar mengutuk.
Aku yang foto.
Weh, korang.
Tak pati, 30 page.
Possible tak untuk kita buat lagi sekali, susun balik apa konten yang kita nak letak?
Jom
Possible.
Sekarang ke atau?
Sekarang
nanti lah dulu.
Sekarang tak boleh lah.
Penat dah.
Next week.
Nanti.
Tak adalah next week lama sangat. Lucy tu.
Ini kenapa?
Ain, berasa mal juga.
Aku tak ada lah dengan suara Ain.
Ain, kau salah daripada siapa Ain?
30 macam mana cukup
Serah pula.
30 page.
30 page.
Kena baca 30 page ke?
Tadi cuma buat tak dengar. Apa Doktor?
Imas cakap cukup.
Cukup Mai 30.
Korang kena baca 30 page
30. Awas
Maximum.
Oh my god.
Jangan buat dia.
Jangan bergaduh lagi Awas
Kita satu tak appendix.
Wait, spacing kau berapa?
1.5
1.5 je.
1.15
Salah.
1.15
Mana ada 1.13.
Tesla.
What?
Okay, nanti kita set satu hari untuk buat konten je
Okay.
Bila?
Okay, Yana Alik.
Tak nak.
Tak lively lah.